Speaking of young, famous, and African, as the reality show connoisseur that I am, you guys know, if you know me, you know I love reality TV, local and international. As long as reality TV, I'm sat, right? Um, we have to talk about two things. One is the wigs. And I know that you've seen like a few tweets and stuff, but you understand the wig. See, I personally feel that lace wigs have plenty wahala. So that's why I'm the closure queen. I love closure because I'm very lazy. I'm not a DIY girl that will be spraying the hair, that
I
will be
am
doing.
so the few times I've
Uh,
worn lace front wigs, I'm so paranoid.
about it lifting, right?
Yeah, because I sweat a lot on my face. So and I think one of the first times that I did a proper lace front, as I was leaving the house, I looked like a speck. But then the event was outside. And I get outside, I get to the event and everything, and I'm starting to perspire. And
Huh?
I'm like, okay. Then I just took out, I went to like block my face, and then I just see the side just going, hello. And I was like, oh my God. And then for the rest of the night, I left the event because of my lace front wig.
It was lifting,
It
ladies
was,
and
it was just like,
gentlemen.
what's going
For those
on?
of you who
Hey,
don't
hey.
know what we're talking about, so the
But
lace
the, but
wigs
the,
from the even before they were even lifting, the way they were
they
even
weren't melted in
they were
properly.
not done well. There was a scene where Annie had a lace front wig on, and I think she had it in a bun. Even the back, it looked like sellotape that was lifting. It was not good. And if you, the producers, are watching this, or people who know you are watching this, you are wicked. If you thought that, you know what, we could see it, but let's leave it in
Do you think that's
because
what they did?
that's probably
You think they left it for the drama, or maybe somebody
yes,
just didn't
yes,
pick it
because they
up?
knew that the more I mean, people were talking about the wigs, people were talking about the drama,
I want to
and
see what the crew looks like, because
they might not
if it's a
be
very
black.
unmelanated crew, they might just be like, maybe that's the way their hair's supposed to be. I don't know. I want to see what the crew is like.
So yeah, suspecting that maybe it's some white people who don't know
I
how
don't.
wigs are supposed
That's
to
that's why
look.
I said I don't know. That's why I said I don't know.
Okay, it
Now,
could be.
for people that probably like were hating the show, I don't think that is it. This is one of the first like reality shows, one of the first like really big reality shows
Out of Africa.
out of Africa.
That is
So
worldwide.
yes, so people all over the world are watching. So we need it to get to the point where people all over the world are watching, and they're not like, oh, funny looking Africans, and they're like invested in it, because that's what's going to make the show bigger. That's what's going to make it like stand well against
Listen,
all the different reality shows out there. But yeah, I just
last season, I think it was last season that Kiki, what's her name? The actress, the African American actress, the very outspoken one, the young one that had a baby.
Kiki Palmer.
She was, I think, wasn't that her that was talking about this show on Twitter? She was like, "Oh my God, get into it!" And then the like African American Twitter now got into it a little bit. So it's so
Were you talking about the wigs?
no, she was talking about the drama. She was talking
No,
about
not Kiki. But when African Americans get stuff, were they talking
oh
about the wigs?
I didn't even see that. I think we're talking about the fashion. They
Okay.
like the fashion.
Yeah, the fashion is
Now let's
nice.
talk about fashion.
Mm.
We love. First of all, I love to look at Swanky Jerry. I love. I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know how big his shoes are, but I mean, I like. There's some shoes that I see from him. I like quirky shoes that I could steal. However, there's only so many catwalks. He has a walk, honey.
Slow mo.
There's only many slow-mo catwalks and big necklaces that we can watch. Somebody, shout out to Madam Joyce, who was a guest on our show the other time, who pointed out that, have you noticed that all Swanky does on this show is introduce plus ones? He always brings his plus ones to events or introduce his friends. He has introduced like two or three
That
people now.
Fantana. That was his friend. Iniedo came as his friend.
He even introduced Andy as his friend from the
Yeah,
very
and then
beginning.
the new South African is a influencer.
Kefi Way?
Yeah,
Kefi, yeah.
she came as his friend as
Kefi,
well.
listen, he is the plus one king. He always brings friends, right? That's great. Then he always brings fashion, whether you like it or not. I'm not going to say whether I like it. I like to look at it. If I like it, it's another thing, right? But I'd like to know more of his story, okay? Everybody on that show has had some sort of personal story. Zari and what's that guy's name?
Diamond.
Diamond. They have children. They had relationship drama. Zari has married. Nadia was dating, aka may his soul rest in peace. She's grieving this season. The other two, Naked DJ and his beautiful Caucasian girlfriend, Kaylee. They are been going back and forth. She's been living in his house, but she wants to marry. Everybody has some sort of deep story. Jeremiah, what's happening? Do you have brother? Do you have sister? Do you have mommy? Do you have daddy? Do you have lover? Can we know?
Can we know you, please?
Can we know?
Can we know you, please?
There's only so many slow motion catwalks you can do there. That's wonderful.
So many plus ones you can.
I know. So give us after Madam Joyce called him out on that. He now released House. I love your beautiful house. It's so fine. If you like, release Play next. I love you. Congratulations. Give us story. What's your story, brother?
So
I love you. You know, every time I see him, it's love. You know, when we see outside, we don't, we're not close, but we say hi, how are you?
So, but is it?
But give us story.
Is it down to Jerry or is it down to the?
I don't even think that if he says, guys, I'd like to explore my story a little bit, and they will say no. Reality show, they're always looking for story. Give us story.
One of the things that I found very funny is, I can tell when the producers are like, I want you and you to fight. I want you and you to have issues. And then one thing that always made me just think, is this how it works? Is when, okay, there's been a situation. You said something to somebody and I was there. And then the next thing, I'm doing my diary or, whatever thing. And I'm like, yeah, so at Sophia's birthday yesterday, Mimi said a few things to Sophia that shocked me. So I went to her house to find out more. No, I would not go to her house. I'd be like, bitch, what happened? I would call you. Why would I go to your house to do all of that shit?
They don't have to go to house. What happens is that they have all these events. So if you notice, they rotate the event. See, this is how you know. Let me not talk about.
No, but I just feel, and this is. I really, really, really want this to be one of the shows that
does well.
Will be talked about like properly.
That does well, yeah. So they need to do more.
Needs to be a little bit more, sort of.
They need me some meat.
Yeah, because a lot of these things, like you can tell when they maybe said, okay, we're shooting that again. I want drama. I think it was the first season.
See, that the drama came from nowhere, and I was just like,
and Jerry's like, oh, and I'm just like, what can you do? What happened? It's like, what is this?
Because there's no meat that they need to see. That's why it goes to the producers. Y'all need to do. We like it. It looks pretty, but you need to do more. You need to do more. Okay, we need some more backstory.
The locations
beautiful.
Have been beautiful. Oh, yeah. Very, very beautiful. Like you said, the fashion as
beautiful
well.
Beautiful gowns.
Let me ask you this.
Aretha Franklin said beautiful gowns. Nice gowns.
Who's the actual villain?
Who's the villain? I would say it's Zari. But you know what?
Always been the villain.
Zari is the villain, but she gets away. I think Pretty Privilege helps her. People forget that she is the drama. She's always the one. But you know what? I also think Annie, because from when they met, she was only saying, oh, Two-Face is my guy, Two-Face is my aunt. And it was like, from what to what do you know him? From what to what do you know him? From what to what do you know? Zari is like, I will prepare you. I will do more. Do you understand?
But so let me be very, very honest. Like, Baby said she's the reality show connoisseur. I'm like, I dip in and I dip out. So I know that the first season, when did they bring, is it Fantana? Was it the first or the second season?
Season 2.
So Fantana and Zari have issues because of Diamond, right?
Yes.
So
she called her old in season 2.
But why did they actually have that issue if Zari and Diamond are not together?
As at season 2, they're still very friendly. In fact, they used to act like they still wanted each other. Like season 2, I remember even season 3, her new husband, I've forgotten his name now, nice calm guy. He said you guys, the PDA is a bit much. Like you guys be touching each other, Mama Z, Mama this, Mama that. Like you guys need to chill on that. He actually went and sat with Diamond. I was like, please, this is my wife. You need to respect that. And Diamond was like, oh no, brother.
Do you think they're actually married?
I think so. I mean, I just don't know.
Do you think he's a new character for the show or something?
No, I think they're actually married, and I just hope and pray that he knows what he's getting himself into, because he's so calm, and all of them are so yeah. And just like, hey, this poor guy, but he's.
And then the other guy that everybody seems to fight with, and I'm like, he seems like a really nice guy.
He's a bit awkward, but they bully him too much. It's not fair.
I'm awkward. There's nothing wrong with being awkward.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Diamond and Fantana? Everyone's like, she's being so gullible, but I'm like, the guy is. She'll watch the show and she'll know if she still wants to continue, she'll continue.
She just wants to, because like Naked DJ said, name 3 Fantana songs. She's an artist too.
Has she released music?
He said name 3. The DJ on the show, her castmate, is asking name 3 Fantana songs. I'm still thinking. Now here's the thing.
So
this is why after every season a reunion is important, and I've put it to you, Netflix, you need a reunion for this show. Oh, my heart's gone. In fact, you have 3 parts because the gbas will be so much. Invest in a reunion, Netflix.
So there was a situation where the new, I'm very bad with names. This is just me in general.
Kepi.
The new, yes. When she got into something with Zari, and I didn't really understand that.
I'm trying to see
when they just before she threw the water or threw.
Oh yeah, because Zari had asked. I don't know, for some reason they didn't like each other from day one, and then Zari asked. They went to a safari, and Zari asked her, "We hear that your wedding was just for views. That it was just an influencer wedding, that everything was sponsored. Did you get married just for views or whatever?" And then the babe was like, "No." Then she was upset. If you're upset, why didn't you be upset in the jungle? Why did you not bring it to the? I felt like she was just trying so hard for a moment. I was just like, what's all this? Then lately, she went to burn all her Versace clothes and said she has found Christ. And oh my God, and the symbolism behind Versace logo. And I'm just like.
Anyhow, we look forward to season 4, right? And like Bemi has suggested, like I even mentioned as well. Yes, we want to know more about Jerry.
Jerry, give us Jeremiah. We love you. We want to know more.
And I want them to come to his house and for him to do a diary session where he's just woken up.
Oh.
Yes.
Fair. He's always going somewhere every time, always walking. Are you not tired, brother?
I want to see one of his bags actually.